Hello everybody, welcome into this UPSL Premier Virginia North matchup. This is match week 3 and 4 for both of these sides. We're just getting ready for the walkout. As you can see, this will be match week 3 for Alexandria United in that all gold kit you can see. As well as this will be match week 4 for the St. James side in that light blue and navy bottoms. There is our national anthem. Alrighty, once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. I see just about 8 or 9 of you have joined so far. Again, once again, thank you guys. If you could just drop a like, share with anybody you think would be interested in this type of semi-pro amateur style soccer in the area, and get some interactions in the chat, get some engagement in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. If you're watching for anybody specifically, I see Big Man Martinez shouting out Brian Morales, which I'm not sure Brian Morales will be playing this match based on the rosters I have, but we will see. And just to get the starting 11 for you guys for the St. James FC, we have Abshir Adan, number 23, number 74, Colso Sedano, number 91, Dylan Cervantes. Number 83, Tanner Havlu. Number 93, Emmanuel Canija. 99, Sayed Rahman. 73, Sidney Sanchez. 96, Nathan Sinai. 77, Rizzo Somanabenkov. Definitely butchered that, absolutely. Apologies, Rizzo. I'll work on that as this match goes on. And to round out starting 11 for this St. James side, we have J.T. Taylor. Both sides just switching the point of view, field of view. It's an incredibly young side, this St. James team. I have to say, don't have the exact average or median here, but just about every single guy down there is either 17, 18, or 19. There's a 16-year-old on the bench for him. It's an extremely young side. St. James FC being a youth organization, youth academy, and that will be our first whistle. Get that timer for you guys. And we're just finally kicking off here. St. James losing the ball in their own third just to begin with. Alexandria, much more experienced side in the area. A lot more older guys in this team comparatively to this St. James side. Not going to find many younger teams than this St. James team in the UPSL. And albeit not great results through the first 3 match weeks, having just scored once and conceded 21 times for the young squad. It's experience for these young guys, getting to play against grown men. It's a good body in the midfield there. It'll stay with the side in blue. Again, thank you, Bella, watching from Georgia. Watching for Colso Sedano, who is, again, one of the younger guys on this squad, just about 19 years old, Colso. And irregardless of score, you just like a good performance and a good match from these young guys. You know, it's not all going to be sunshine and rainbows playing against grown men week in, week out, but just as long as you can hold your own, stand your ground, and give your absolute best. Again, they've played two of the tougher sides through these first 3 match weeks, having played Virginia Dream as well as Arlington Soccer Association, two of the top teams in this division, honestly. Both are going to be battling for the number 1 seed as this regular season goes on. It's a good ball down the line. Alexandria, man, has space, takes on the defender, rounds him into the penalty area, just flicked on. It's not cleared here in the back post. It's good defending here from the St. James. They look to mount a counterattack, intercepted there in the midfield. Just lovely golden jerseys from this Alexandria side as they slip a ball in behind, and that'll be 1-0 to Alexandria. Number 7 opening up the scoring, T-Sean Johnson. It was a lovely ball down the right-hand side. And T-Sean Johnson made no mistake about it. One-touch finish. We'll get that replay for you guys. Just 2 passes to split through this St. James defense. It was Stefan Apaya with the assist. Or Steven Apaya, my apologies, sir. And that will be 1-0 after just a few minutes here. And again, not expecting an amazing result here for these young guys. Again, just an average age of just about 19 or 20, if not a little younger than that, but have to continue fighting here after just a few moments. Into the St. James final third here. Once again, battling through bodies. Clear to the top of the 18. The goal scorer cuts in and skies it over the net. T-Sean Johnson with a lively start to this match. Oh, my apologies. They did miss a letter on me. I have him down as Colso, so make sure to keep that in mind as this match goes on. Colson Sedano. So St. James look to restart out of the back line here. Straight into an Alexandria man. Alexandria pushing here again. T-Sean Johnson, creator of everything so far with the Rabona. There's a safe catch there in the St. James penalty area, but Alexandria already having a bit of fun through just about 4 minutes as they win the ball back once again in the final third. Alexandria, big match for them, albeit expected to win this. A win would jump them up into third in this Virginia North Division, as there's a good 1-2 in the final third. One touch and just beyond the St. James keeper's far post there. Lovely build up there. You'd have to say he definitely had the space there on the goalkeeper's left side. St. James not playing afraid whatsoever. Louis out on the far side. Alexandria played up the line. Goes safely back into the goalkeeper. It's a poor ball, but somewhat cleared here. So again, each and every one of these matches will be incredible experience for all these young guys out here. Stephen Apaya picks it up, gives it right back, and T-Sean Johnson fighting in the mix. Been lovely pressing from this side in the all-gold kit. Probably won it in the St. James Final Third at least 5 times already. It's a lovely diagonal ball. Plays the man into space. Looks up, has Tyshawn Johnson. This Alexandria side has changed a lot over the last few years, just being established in 2022. Made a huge rise in just a few years. But continually just in that 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th area in these UPSL and VSSL leagues in the area. Just unable to break into that upper echelons of these semi-pro amateur leagues. So the young guys deal with the pressure quite well here. They give it away. It's once again into Johnson. Johnson on the right side. He's bodied well. It's good defending in the end by JT Taylor, the 17-year-old. Going for the long throw. Good move there in the midfield. Looking for the diagonal and just a bit beyond his wide man there. Just about 7.5 minutes gone. St. James just unable to get really any possession in this Alexandria half, let alone final third. But an improvement given the last few results, again going against two of the better sides in this UPSL Premier Virginia North Division. We have luckily missed a bit of the rain, raining just about at 7 o'clock, 7:15 as Alexandria play that out on this near side. The St. James with a good opportunity, probably the highest up they've been up the pitch through these 8 minutes. Alexandria looking to counter here. Dinked ball down the near side. Johnson beats the man. Johnson has a strike and deflected in, and that'll be 2-0. Johnson, just about 8.5 minutes gone, already on a hat trick here, and we will get that replay up for you guys. It's quite simple. Johnson using his body to beat through that challenge, and just an unfortunate deflection in the end, but that'll be 2 goals in just about 9 minutes here for Alexandria, as well as Mr. Tyshawn Johnson. St. James look to restart once again. It's a bit poor out of the back line, and some of the passing that been a bit rash with some of these balls, as it's a ball shot on target there for Alexandria. Safe hands in this St. James net. That is Saeed Rahman in net for this St. James team. Most of these St. James players still in high school, albeit aside from Emmanuel Kinesia, the elder in this group. As you can see, some of the rain is starting to come down here just about 10 minutes in. For the 1-2 down the line, just beyond the recipient there. That is Mr. Colson Sedano there in the front line for this St. James side. We'll get our umbrella out momentarily. Sedano. Good check in from the center forward. Saeed Rahman. It's been unfortunate through just about 11 minutes, having conceded twice, but it's a poor ball in the back line. Alexandria off the bar. Still in play here. And Rahman almost making a mess of it, but he clears up his own mistake, and they look to clear their lines here as some of the wet conditions loosens the ball there in the back line for number 83. It's Tanner Havlu, the 18-year-old. Apologies, just a bit behind play. Alexandria looking to play it down the line, just a bit miscommunicated there. Trevin Phillips, number 6 in the back line for this Alexandria side. The St. James team, originating in Springfield, Virginia, traveling just over an hour to make it here to Thomas Jefferson High School. Once again, looking to play it out of the back here, not letting the scoreline dictate the way they play or the decisions they make. Just a bit of growing pains with this side, and again, an extremely young team. Steve Napaya. Tyshawn Johnson with a lovely diagonal ball on his right foot. We will. The ball intercepted here in the midfield. Sedano look to flick it on. It stays with him. And again, just some of these balls have been a bit behind, a bit labored, a bit just not exactly where they need to be for this St. James side. They've had the right idea and the right thought process, just unable to get some of those passes exactly where they need to be when they need to be. It's a good move on this near side. It's defended well. Keeping the pressure up, St. James. Lovely build up there in the midfield, just showing some of the experience in this Alexandria side. Tyshawn Johnson receives on the near side. Beats the man, just deflected by the second man. It'll stay with Alexandria. Have to think this St. James side would double up on Tyshawn on this near side and give that fullback a bit of relief with that one-on-one defending. It's a good ball into the 18, just beyond the oncoming Alexandria man. We'll get that replay for you guys. Alexandria out of the back line. Good interception in the midfield. Sedano again playing cute in the front line with his his flicks and tricks. Tanner Havlud looking down the line. Unexpected, but will be offsides. Luckily, that drizzling seems to have stopped a bit now, just been a bit behind play there, trying to get my umbrella out. Actually spoke a bit too soon on that drizzling. Just over a quarter of this first half gone. It's been a good contest from this young side. Just about an average age of just about 18 or 19. They win the second ball. Good feint there to beat the man. Beats another man. Tanner Havlud. Sedano. Sedano once again. Good couple touches when he gets involved. Lovely dribbling down the far side, and that will be a goal kick for this Alexandria team. And apologies if we're behind play at all, just trying to keep up if there's anything in the chat, as well as trying to steer off some of this rain from the equipment, plus filming and commentating. So Trevon Phillips out of the back line. Poor ball, intercepted. It's a long shot off the bar. And it would have been a brilliant strike there from the St. James man. My word. It was Nathan Sinai with absolute confidence from just about 25 yards out. Once the ball goes out of play, we will get you guys that replay. And it took an all-vital touch from the Alexandria keeper just to keep that out of the net. This again just speaks to the youth of this side. No fear to see a bit of space, take a 30-yard strike, and almost succeeding with it. Tanner Havlud wins the header. Sedano once again, good center forward play, checking in. Sinai on this near side. We will get that replay for you guys quickly. Sinai intercepts Phillips, and an absolute strike. Absolutely caught the Alexandria keeper off guard there. And again, almost opened the scoring for this St. James team. T-Shawn Johnson on the near side. Apaya. Johnson floating over to the left-hand side and just kept out from the deflection. It's a good save in the end from Ramon. T-Shawn Johnson being absolutely everywhere for this Alexandria side, almost with a first half hat trick here. Into the back post. Cleared for now. I'll stay with the side in gold. Again, apologies, we did not have the St. James badge for the scoreboard there. So they will be represented by the UPSL. Sedano, once again, lovely dribbling. It'll stay with the St. James team. Stephen Apaya all over Dylan Cervantes there, and it'll stay with the St. James. JT Taylor looking down the line. Sinai. Good dribbling to beat his man. Into the penalty area. And turn and just deflected out for a corner here. This will be, I believe, the first corner of the match for this St. James side in blue. Into the near post. Cleared, but it'll stay with the side in blue. Apaya. Johnson. Johnson once again dribbling down this near side. There is that second defender to help out the fullback. JT Taylor. Havlu. Lovely to get out of their own third there to St. James. Cervantes. Can't exactly get it into Sedano. Just over halfway in this first period. Setting 2-0 for this Alexandria side. I have to say on the balance of play it could be just about 3-1. Given a couple good chances for either side that haven't gone in. Rahman. Havlu. Looking for Sinai down the line. It'll stay with the St. James. And now I feel I can safely say the rain has dissipated a bit. Flicked on into the top of the box. Sedano sneaks it in there. I'll stay with the side in blue. Unsure exactly if that's a goal kick, corner, or throw in. It looks like a throw in here. Cervantes. Cervantes stolen off. Just ain't able to keep in play on that far side. I have to say there's just been far too much space in the midfield for this Alexandria side. But given a few of the St. James results, being 2-0 down after just about 25 minutes for all these young men isn't the absolute worst. Just again looking for a good performance and So there's a foul called back there. I believe that was Mr. Emmanuel Kanesia. My apologies, that is Sinai. Mr. Nathan Sinai. Apaya. Dinked into the area, cleared as far as the top of the box. Cuts inside again, Johnson. Starting to get several men on this right-hand side to mitigate Tyshawn Johnson. Saeed Rahman urging his side up the pitch. It's one in the midfield from Apaya. Drops to a St. James man. Newfall looking to win it on the far side. Bit lackadaisical there from Sedano. Trayvon Phillips. Havlu steps up on Johnson, wins it, gives it right back to Alexandria. It's a tussle on this near side. Sapai cuts in into Sedano. Makes its way as far as an Alexandria man in the front line. Newfall on the left side. Defended well on the far side, Newfall. Good give and go in the midfield. David Suarez. Newfall once again on the far side. Cuts in on his favored foot. Ball into the penalty area. Johnson, and it's a good idea and a good try there from Johnson. Going for the spectacular again for this first half hat trick. Just about 29 minutes gone here. Get out of this replay. Back into regular play here. Tanner Havlu. Newfall now on this near side. Switching wings with Tyshawn Johnson. Once again, this is match week 3 for this Alexandria side, as well as match week 4 for this St. James side, as Tyshawn Johnson just gone a bit too early on the far side. Alongside Tyshawn Johnson and Newfall in that front line, I see Yusuf Manawar, number 9, as well as John Bannon, center forward for this Alexandria side. Lovely control there from the St. James midfielder. Going to place an eye in, just intercepted there, Newfall. Manawar. Kept in place somehow. Sending Newfall on his bike on this near side, keeps it in. He's got Manawar in support. Manawar into the box. Not 3-0, huge save from Rahman. Not fully cleared here. Resilient defending and a great save from Rahman. Apologies, having kind of bit early there, thinking that'd be 3-0, just given how good the chance is, or was, for that Alexandria side. But Rahman's been steady in this St. James net. So Alexandria keepers put under quite a bit of pressure. Sinai. As far as David Suarez. Hopeful ball. Apaya wins it in the midfield. Monowar looking for the switch play, just intercepted there. It does make its way over into Tyshawn Johnson, and once again just having to hold that run a bit earlier. Offsides here for Tyshawn Johnson. Going to be the second of the match for this Alexandria side. Just under 14 minutes left in this first half. So again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, please drop a like. Get some engagement and interaction in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, who you're watching for. There'll be a foul called back for the St. James, and if anyone's got any score predictions, really any interaction in the chat is doable. Play restarts here, David Suarez. JT Taylor just lets it run under his foot, intercepted here. Alexandria man, 1-on-2, plays into the penalty area. Tyshawn Johnson, 3-0. And that will be the first half hat trick for the Alexandria man. He had to switch wings and switch over to that left-hand side to finally get his hat trick after just about 32 minutes. It was unselfish play from the Alexandria center forward, Mr. John Bannon. Kind of unfortunate in the back line from this St. James side, JT Taylor. Again, these are all learning moments for this extremely young side. We'll get that scoreboard updated to 3-0. Let's go Abdul Alexandria keeper. I'm unsure if that's Abdulaziz Sanori or Nana Abdu. I'm assuming Abdulaziz. Sydney Sanchez just unable to keep it in play on this near side. Good work on the far side. It'll stay with the side in blue. Just about 45-50 degrees here at Thomas Jefferson High School. It's a good ball into the top of the 18, cleared here from Alexandria. It's a good step in from the back line. Sedano floating back into the midfield. Sinai with a good touch inside, just a bit beyond him. Bannon, good center forward play. Newfall on this near side into Apaya. Apaya with the switch of play, just intercepted there. It'll stay with Alexandria. Apaya absolutely everywhere in the midfield tonight. Phillips. Yusuf Monowar. Lovely ball down the far side. Can Johnson keep it in play? Just unable to get there in time. Once again, this St. James side not having the most fun or luck through these first 3 match weeks. Again, just 1 goal scored to the now 24 conceded through their first 4 match weeks. As it's a good ball over to John Bannon. He goes down looking for the penalty. There is nothing from our main official. But this Alexandria side, after 2 matches played, sitting in 5th place in this Virginia North Division. And a win would jump them up into 6 points and into 3rd place. JT Taylor, good move out of the back line, but he is intercepted. New fall into the penalty area. Drops to Tyshawn Johnson, and just beyond the far post for his 4th. That is Abdulaziz Sanuri in the Alexandria net. I'm not exactly sure he's had to make any saves besides that Nathan Sinai almost wonder strike from just about 25-30 yards. But Sanuri was alert, and albeit seemingly caught off guard, did keep it out of his own net. Cervantes. Just closing in on the end of this first half, just about 7 minutes. Can't imagine we'll have too many minutes added on to the end of this first period. Sinai checks in. Sinai been one of the bright spots in this St. James side. Again, hard to criticize any of these guys given most of these Alexandria players have at least 4 or 5 years, if not several more than that on them in the age category. As Tyshawn Johnson with a lovely move on the outside, beats 2 men. Tyshawn Johnson looks up into the penalty area, has Stephen Apaya, and that will be a huge save from Rahman. And Rahman keeping things from utter catastrophe here. Could be just about 5-0 here through 38 minutes, but Rahman with a good showing in this St. James net. Just beyond the front post there from Apaya. It's Bannon into Newfall, back into Bannon. Bannon, who's been incredibly unselfish in this Alexandria front line, whizzes it across net. And that will be a corner for this Alexandria side. That ball just snuck through, but play will be called back for the man down on the far side. I believe that's Cervantes, Dylan Cervantes, the 18-year-old, just able to get back up into his feet. Again, most of these St. James players, I mean, about just 99% of them, still illegal to drink. Just about one guy in this side over the age of 21. Cervantes. Yusuf Monowar. Johnson's Apaya. Lovely flick there from the attacker. Get this ball into the penalty area. Big save from Rahman. Drops to Newfall. Newfall doing his best Kavica Kvaratskhelia impersonation, it looks like. Number 77 with the long hair and the hair tie, it seems. That will be a corner for this Alexandria side. Tyshawn Johnson once again over the set piece here. Plays short. And having gone a bit too quickly there. It's a bit quicker than the main official's whistle, it seems. Tyshawn Johnson, just under 4 minutes left in this first period. See several St. James subs getting ready for the second half. It's deep into the back post. Caceres flicks it on. Kept in play from Newfall. Finds Bannon. Apaya dribbling through many Navy jerseys. Newfall, and that'll sneak in for the fourth. You'll have to feel there for Vermont after making a couple huge saves in the last 10 minutes or so. Just caught off guard from Newfall on that far side, just sneaks in into his near post. I have to think some of the wet conditions played a part in that shot there, but that will be 4-0 here, just over 43 minutes. Cervantes having shown good confidence on the ball. It's not Cervantes, El Suarez. Rahman. Just as far as Tyshawn Johnson. Johnson dispossessed on the far side, no foul. Looking to place Adano in behind, and it was a good run, good idea. Just got a bit too early. Caceres. No foul. I believe a handball called back there for Alexandria. Free kick here just before the halftime break. Stephen Apaya over the set piece here. He's got just about 4 or 5 bodies to look for in that back post area. Apaya curls it in. Cleared as far as Sinai here. Big touch in the back line, dispossessed. St. James still working to clear their lines just as far as another Alexandria man. Tyshawn Johnson on the far side. He's got a man down the line, and that will be a free kick at just the top of the 18. Good opportunity to make it 5-0 here just before the break. Looks like, once again, Tyshawn Johnson over the set piece here. Johnson steps up. Strikes on net, and just beyond Abdul Rahman, just beyond Saeed Rahman's near post there, and that will be the whistle for this first period. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. If you haven't already, please drop a like. It helps the channel, it helps us, it helps me, it helps your algorithm. helps pretty much everything, but any interaction on the post, any liking, any subscribing, any sharing with friends, any comments, take anything we can get really. But this will be a break for the first half. We'll be back in just about 5-10 minutes. Hello everybody and welcome into this second half. This is the UPSL Premier Virginia North Division. This is number 5 in the table playing number 9 in the table. Apologies, just had my own stream playing there in the background in case it messed with some audio here in that double. Coming into this second half, Alexandria, they 4-0 lead, very decisive in this first half. Just starting the second period of play, Tyshawn Johnson with a first half hat trick. Bannon checks in, Monowar down the line to the aforementioned Tyshawn Johnson. Monowar wins the free kick. But once again, if you missed anything in the first half, the St. James side just through 3 match weeks, unable to get any points, any results, any draws. Just 1 goal scored through now this 4th match week with just about 45 minutes gone as Stephen Apaya steps up for the free kick for this Alexandria side. Stephen Apaya assisting the first goal for Mr. Tyshawn Johnson. Apaya steps up and just unable to get the drop on the set piece here. St. James on their match week 4 this evening, as well as Alexandria being on their match week 3. Alexandria with a win and a loss, a big 5-1 victory against the Summit Valley, followed by a 5-0 loss to the Virginia Dream. Both these sides suffering big losses against the Virginia Dream. Again, the Virginia Dream being one of the best sides in the area, one of the stronger sides in the DMV and in the Eastern region, having beaten a couple professional sides in the U.S. Open Cup, perennially atop of whatever Virginia North DMV division they have in the UPSL. Currently just 2nd in the table, although just playing a match less than the number 1 seed, Arlington Soccer Association. And if the Dream are able to win their match week 3, they will jump up to number 1 in the table. So Monowar checks into Tyshawn Johnson, looks down the line. Plenty of space on this near side. Dinked into the penalty area, cleared as far as the St. James man. Caceres steps up from the back line, beats a few men, but can't continue his run. Tanner Havlu's put under pressure in the back line, just having to play that out. Sinai keeps it in play, and commentator's curse just unfortunately dribbles that out on the far side. Again, this will be a good boost to the goal difference for this Alexandria side. No matter what, a win takes them into 3rd place in the division. Have to say 3rd, 4th, 5th place is going to be up for grabs in this Virginia North division, given the number 1 and number 2 seeds most likely being wrapped up by Virginia Dream and Arlington being, again, 2 of the strongest sides in the area. You'd have to think Los Toros is not going to be far behind, as it's a good link up here from the St. James. Sinai into the midfield. Cervantes sticking with it. Sedano looking to win it back from this back line. It's a good fight here from the St. James front line. Bannon beats his man inside. Bannon looking for the switch of play into Tyshawn Johnson. Johnson on his right foot. Top of the box. Good interception, good block. David Suarez. Good dribbling here in the midfield. Havlu on the far side. Sedano checks in. Cervantes. It's been impressive from this young side, albeit the scoreline. Again, as I've mentioned, each and every one of these Alexandria men have at least 4 to 5 years on them, if not several more than that. A couple of them with 10-plus years on these guys. As good ball down the line, played into the penalty area, sneaks through. And again, just that final ball not there for this side. It's Tyshawn Johnson on the counterattack here. 2v3, beats the first man, Tyshawn. Looking to get that across play into the penalty area, but it will be a throw-in going the St. James direction on this near side. Monowar, Johnson. Monowar. Good interception there from the St. James back line. One here from the Alexandria man. Apaya plays it on into Newfall. Back into Apaya. Apaya looking for a strike. Apaya! What a goal! And that will be 5-0 here for this Alexandria side. We'll get that replay up for you. You knew as soon as Apaya got a few inches of daylight, he was going to take the strike, and little to no celebration from this Alexandria side. It's all business, beating this extremely young youth side here. Again, just most of these guys 17, 18, 19 years old. Most of these guys still in high school, probably graduating just this June, July. A brilliant strike nonetheless from Stephen Apaya. He's been absolutely everywhere in the midfield for this Alexandria side. And this will be a game of lessons and learning from this St. James side, as there's a 6 for Mr. John Bannon. What a finish. Following up the Apaya goal with one just as good. One touch, turns, and he dinks. He dinks the keeper there, and that will be 6-0 in just a handful of minutes for this Alexandria side. Again, just showing the experience to this Alexandria side, knowing in a division like this they're going to need as many positive goals in the goal difference category as they can possibly get, and this will be a huge win to jump them up once again into the 3rd place in this division. As Monowar wins it, looks to play it into Bannon, just intercepted from Suarez. Sidney Sanchez just looking to continue his run, intercepted there, but it will stay with the St. James. Sedano checking in. Sedano's been quite good at that as this match has gone on, being the center forward in this side and checking in, getting linked up with his attacking cohorts, as Sidney Sanchez just unable to keep it in play on this near side. I hear shouts from this Alexandria bench asking for 10-0. We'll have to see with most of this half left. Casera is out of the back line. Good move into the midfield, intercepted from this St. James team. Sedano held up well into Suarez. Into his fullback. Monowar holds him up well into the midfield. Good space there, but just unable to use it correctly. Cervantes looking for the flick on and just maybe catching an arm or an elbow from an Alexandria defender, but play will continue. JT Taylor wants to get a big touch in the back line. He's had a few of those as this match has gone on, unfortunately. Newfall just unable to link up with his compatriots there as David Suarez in the midfield. Cervantes. Now Sedano on this near side, looking to link up. Good touch by Bannon. Bannon! Oh my word, Bannon! How on earth did that possibly go in? We'll get that replay for you guys. I mean, the goals continue to get better. We're a bit behind it, but just about 50 yards there for Mr. John Bannon. And so we didn't get that replay exactly for you guys. Just go back just about 15, 20, 30 seconds and see that goal for 7-0 here. Feels like this Alexandria side might just start shooting from any given position they have. Looks like Saeed Rahman was subbed off for this second period. And although coming into the second period with a 4-0 advantage, Alexandria, Saeed Rahman did good work in the St. James net to keep it from getting anything worse than 4-0. And just showing just about 10 minutes over in this second half. 3 goals for this Alexandria side. But again, hard to discredit the keeper. 3 absolute worldies, but have to think that last one was absolutely savable, but a restart here off of the corner kick. Sedano into the back post, off the crossbar. Sidney Sanchez looking to stay with it. Back into the penalty area, and that will be saved from Abdulaziz Sanori. Newfall, lovely early ball into Tyshawn Johnson. Yusuf Monowar. Stephen Apaya. I believe this might be the substitute goalie for this St. James side, and if I am correct, he is just 16 years old, so once again, hard to criticize any of these young guys out here going against grown men, several years their senior. If I am correct, Mr. Nasib Nasor being subbed in for this second half. John Bannon, that absolute worldie, just over 45, 50 yards for that 7th goal as Monowar slipping into the penalty area. Drops to Apaya. Caceres for the diagonal ball into Newfall. On a string, drops lovely into Newfall on the far side. Top of the box, Apaya. Apaya with a good ball into Yusuf Monowar. Monowar, and a big save to keep it from 8. Surprisingly, not many substitutes from either side. Once again, I do believe the St. James keeper was changed at halftime, but not many changes through just about 60 minutes so far. Emmanuel Canisia, the elder in this side, just about 29 as opposed to just about 99% of this squad being in their teenage years. Sapaya. Again, a lovely ball to Newfall, just unable to keep it in play on the far side. Just under half an hour left for both these sides. It looks like we will be getting a couple changes from either team in a few moments. Play called back there. That will be the end of the night for Mr. Yusuf Manawar. I believe that is where the confusion I've gotten on my rosters, that I have two number 20 or 95s for this St. James side, so we'll see exactly who that is momentarily. Alexandria will begin. Get a few more substitutes as play goes on. It looks like Nana Adu Amankwa will be making his way in momentarily, number 19. That will be the end of the night for Mr. John Bannon, scoring that absolute worldie, and exactly not sure if I got that on film or on tape. It caught me off guard unexpectedly. Can't imagine how off guard he caught the goalkeeper, but do believe we caught at least a bit of that for Mr. John Bannon. Cervantes. That is Amankwa in the front line now for this Alexandria side. 7-0 over just about 62 minutes gone. Early ball in, just cleared as far as the top of the box. Johnson stays with it into the top of the penalty area. Huge save. Not fully cleared here, Canisia. Johnson, early ball in. It's not fully dealt with here. Back into the goalkeeper. Lovely rise from the back line from Phillips. Canisia just caught in two minds. Intercepted here from Johnson. That will be called for the foul. Once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Just about 25 of you have got 2 likes, so if we get that up to maybe 4 or 5, that'd be very appreciated, but all good. Appreciate just your viewership, you guys. And this will be Tyshawn Johnson on his left foot. Seems like he's been switching his favorite foot depending on where the set piece is. Johnson on his left foot, curled into the penalty area just beyond Amankwa. An almost instant impact for the substitute here, and we will have a couple more substitutes, speaking of. We will have Ebenezer Oweke making his way onto the pitch. And that will be the end of the night for Mr. Tanner Havlu. It's a tough night. Going against one of the best wingers in the division here with Mr. T-Shawn Johnson. That will be the end of the night for Mr. Newfall, one of the Alexandria wide men. We will see Nick Robles making his way onto the pitch for the side in gold. Canisia. Just a bit too beyond Cervantes. Sinai on the far side fighting. Sinai again with almost a brilliant goal in the first half. Inches from probably one of his best career goals as a young man. So Mankwa checks in. Robles. Apaya once again with a lovely ball in over the top, and just not having the subsequent legs, Mr. Sebastian Caceres. Just about 25 minutes left. Lovely body feint there from the Alexandria man. Ankoe out of the back line into Apaya. Phillips and Ankoe have been incredibly strong as a center back partnership for this Alexandria side, really mitigating any chances this young side has gotten in their final third. Ankoe. Robles. Just out of play on this near side. Sedano. Cervantes. Out wide to Aweke. Huge challenge in the midfield. Again, that'll be one of those learning moments for this young side as T-Shawn Johnson's played in behind on this near side. He takes Canisia one-on-one, beats him into the penalty area just behind Mankwa. The St. James side still unable to clear their lines, still in their final third as Robles fighting on the far side. He dispossesses Aweke. And JT Taylor stepping up from the back line. There will be a few more substitutes for this Alexandria side. It'll be Everson Amaya, number 11, followed by Mr. 73, Danish Decardi Nelson. And that will be the end of the night for Mr. Sebastian Caceres. Has a good run in the back line as well as midfield. Yet to see who's that second man being replaced for this Alexandria side. Like maybe on the far side there. Play a restart off the throw in. Not exactly the best start for the substitute there, Mr. Everson Amaya. Aweke. Opting to play safe there, just going out of play. Appreciate you guys for dropping a few more likes on the live stream. Once again, Stephen Apaya. Have to think if anyone's not getting substituted tonight, it will be Mr. Stephen Apaya. It's Aweke on the far side. Aweke into Sinai. Apaya looking over the top once again, right into Tyshawn Johnson's path. It's a 2-on-2 here. Can Amenkwa stay on side? And no St. James defender able to get this off of Tyshawn Johnson. Plenty of space and just inches beyond the far corner there. We'll have a few more substitutes for this Alexandria side. We'll see Mr. Adam Nabet. That will be a night for the two man-of-the-match contenders, Tyshawn Johnson as well as Stephen Apaya, being replaced again by the aforementioned Adam Nabet, as well as Mohammed Ibrahim Karoma. Karoma instantly involved. Amenkwa into the back post. Good save there from the St. James substituted keeper. I believe Mr. Nasib Nassar, my apologies. Again, if I am correct, Mr. Nasib Nassar is just about 16 years old in that St. James net. And Coe. One well on the far side from Moeke. Just under 20 minutes left for this St. James side to look to score their second goal of this UPSL season. I'll be the scoreline. They've put in a strong performance, again, for most of them being just teenagers. Adam Nabet here on the run. Into the far side. It's a good touch to try to beat JT Taylor. Sedano now into the midfield. Sidney Sanchez. Line cutting ball into Sidney Sanchez, and a good chance there from this young side. So we'll see a few more subs from the St. James. We will see Rodrigo Torres, the 17-year-old, replacing Emmanuel Kanesia, as well as number 81, Omar Mahana. Once again, another 18-year-old making his way onto the pitch is Ibrahim Karoma, put under pressure there, makes its way out into Nick Robles here. Good move there from the substitute. And Karoma just coming back to do a bit of his defensive work. I'll go safely into Abdul Aziz Sanori's gloves there. Lovely check in there from Amenkwa, just unable to link up with Amaya. Amenkwa able to win it back. Into Karoma. Good move to beat Sinai on the far side. And a bit beyond the oncoming runner on the far side. My apologies. Again, yes, some of these names I have down incorrectly from a couple of these rosters. Apologies. So that's for Nasib, I believe. Is that the correct spelling of Nasib's name? Amenkwa. Into Nabet. Nabet on his right foot, just deflected. Again, second shot deflected here. Karoma just unable to keep his run there. Moeke wins it in the back line. JT Taylor will clear his lines. I'll have to say, when I was 15, 16, 17, 8, any of those ages, for a matter of fact, there's no chance and possibility I could be playing against grown men, and especially grown men who've played a Division I soccer. A lot of these guys have played with pro players, semi-pro players. A lot of these guys have contributed their whole life to just playing football here. So hard to criticize a lot of these young guys. Sinai on the far side. Karoma just getting there in the nick of time. Apologies, yeah, I believe that is Nasib Sarsour. I had it down, him being a 16-year-old, just 15, if I am reading that correctly or understanding that correctly from the chat. It's Phillips into Karoma. Mankwa going to be an extremely physical challenge in the front line. It's just snuck out of play on the far side. Thank you. Thank you, Ahmad, in the chat. I appreciate any fixes of anything I'm saying incorrectly or any names I'm saying incorrectly. I appreciate any engagement and interaction in the chat with you guys. Thank you. It's Mweke on the far side. Exactly unsure which number 95 is David Suarez, but we do have two number 95s for this St. James team. Sidney Sanchez checks in. It's a good link up with Mweke. Sanchez looking to keep his run going. Makes its way into Sedano. All the way back into Sonori. It's a good challenge there from Karoma. Mankwa wins it back. It's with Adam Nabet here. Adam Nabet. Phillips stepping up from the back line. Karoma. And Coe. Robles. Linking up with Nabet. It's Robles fighting through challenges into the midfield. Robles plays it into the midfield. Amankwa fighting through a couple bodies. I can imagine being 16 or 17 years old going against a physical profile like Amankwa as he continues to bounce through challenges. Plenty of space. Lovely ball in behind and just a bit beyond Adam Nabet on this near side. Just barely over 10 minutes here. Sanchez. It's a good idea. Looking to play Mweke on the far side. Mweke has been a bright spot on the left-hand side of the back line for this St. James team. JT Taylor. Amaya. Looking to slip through Amankwa. Sansor with a good clearance. Everson Amaya. Amankwa flicks it on. Adam Nabet goes down. There will be no foul there. It's good defending from this extremely young back line. Phillips chasing his own touch there. Great hold up there from Sedano. Commentators curse Sedano just loses out. Adam Nabet pressing here. Plays Amankwa in on the left side. Amankwa just beyond the far post. It's a good move there from Adam Nabet. Good driving run from this left-hand side, and Amankwa just looking to sneak it in Sansor's far post there. Adam Nabet hounding the defense here. Adam Nabet loses out. It's a good move there from, I believe, David Suarez. He's looking for Sinai. Lovely build up on the far side from Alexandria. Plays it into Amankwa. Amankwa 8-0. Lovely finish from the second half substitute. It was a great run on the far side. Just a little touch inside to Amankwa. And Amankwa doing the rest of the work here. Just under 8 minutes left here for either side. Be a repeat. Just about 2 of the match weeks for this St. James team. A 8-1 match week loss versus Arlington Soccer Association, followed up by an 8-0 loss just this last week to Virginia Dream. But once again, all these guys are just about 18 or under. A lot of these guys are 17 years old. And in Sunsor's case, in the net, he's just about 15. So again, there's probably several of these Alexandria players that are pushing almost double even Sansor's age at 15. This is the best way to learn, playing age groups above you, playing grown men, getting to learn the physicality of the game, as well as just the nuance and the know-how of some of the experience of these guys out here. Intercepted well from Nabet here. Nabet looking for his goal off the bench. Nabet continuing his run, cuts inside on his right foot, held up well. Defended extremely well from the St. James defender. Sedano. And Karoma. All the way back into Sonori. Sonori's had to make just one save, I believe, all match. And again, it was from that almost absolute wonder strike from Senpai in the first half. This is a good ball played in, just a bit beyond the Alexandria man. He's asking for the corner, and he does get it. Played short off of the free kick, or off the corner. To the top of the box, Everson Amaya. JT Taylor with a good challenge. That will be another corner kick to follow here. Low ball driven in and just beyond Sansor's far post there. See if we got that replay in time. Just flicked on from the front post there. So Mankwa looking for his second of the match. Sansor, good ball out of the back line. Sanchez plays it on. It's a big touch. Phillips will intervene. It'll stay with the blue side on the far side of the pitch. DeCardi Nelson just unable to keep it in play on the far side. He'll be with Moeke. Chroma fighting off a challenge. And Coe. Lovely ball into Amaya. Amaya with a good touch and ball into Amankwa. Can Amankwa chase that down on the far side? He'll keep it in play. Amankwa's got a man at the top of the box. He has a strike and smashes off of the bar. Would have been brilliant there. 4-9-0. Here we'll get the replay. Amankwa just slips it into the top of the box. And just one move inside and just inches from sneaking into Sansor's goal there for 9-0. Good pressing there from Karoma. He will win possession here for Alexandria. Good ball down the line to Nabet. Nabet cuts back on his right foot. Number 10, it's the penalty area and just beyond Amankwa. Just over a minute left in this match week 3 for Alexandria, match week 4 for this St. James side. Again, this victory will shoot Alexandria 2 spots up the table from 5th, where they currently stand, into number 3. It's Karoma, a big challenge that will be called back for Sydney Sanchez. For this St. James side, it will be a bit of a gut punch. Again, having gone not over yet, but almost their 3rd week without a goal here, having scored their one and only goal in match week 1 against Arlington. It's lovely fighting here in the midfield. It'll stay with the St. James. Bit of chirpiness after that last foul, but good to see those two patch things up and get a high five. Sorry, just a bit cold out here if my voice seems a bit shaken. It's an eye on the far side. And the Sanchez, seems like everybody's just trying to see this match out at the 8-0 here, and that will be the final whistle. Once again, we do conclude this match week 3 for Alexandria with a win, and this match week 4, St. James with a loss. It'll be 8-0, a huge victory for the side in gold, jumping them up to 3rd in this Virginia North Division. But I have to say, once again, thank you everybody for tuning in. Again, if you haven't already, please drop a like, please subscribe. Please share the channel with any of your friends, anybody you think would be interested in this type of football content. But we will call a close to this stream, and everybody have a safe, good night.